Greetings, beloveds. Beloveds, one moment. At each and every instance of consciousness, there is always a choice. There is always the free will. There is always the moment to be able to pause and recognize that what is happening is nothing more than an illusion that you have somehow disconnected or separated yourselves from source. The very mechanism that each being has to be able to reconnect oneself where one has unplugged, so to speak, is the breath, beloveds. What helps is to close the eyes to the outside world, to close the ears to the noise within the mind that has engaged in the egoic battles, and to bring one's consciousness to the breath. The breath allows you to reconnect to the heart. It is a jump start, if you will. It is a plugging in, and it is a remembrance that only love is real. There is no circumstance, there is no situation that cannot be brought back to love, beloveds. All events are neutral, lest the mind decides to make them otherwise. You must understand that peace is what reigns supreme, beloveds. Any choice that you make to feel victimized by a circumstance is a choice that you have made. When you can open your heart and say, I have brought this to myself for a reason. I am being asked to look at this through different eyes. I'm being asked to bring love to each and every moment of my existence. Beloveds, you will find yourself upset when you believe that you have a right to something. When you believe that somewhere there is something that is impinging upon you that you yourself have not brought to you. Allow yourself to choose peace and allow yourself to choose love in each and every moment. Look at the situation that is causing you disturbance and say, why have I brought this to myself? What am I meant to learn here? How can I apply love? How can I grant myself forgiveness? And you will find yourself immediately untangled from the very thing that you have allowed yourself to trip upon. Understand, beloveds, that it is much like you have placed tripwires within all of your existence. And when you trip over them, you look at it and you say, how did that get there? When you yourself have been the very one to place it there. For you are in this infinite dance of remembrance, beloveds. Remembrance of your connection, remembrance of your truth, remembrance of your love, remembrance of your light. And all of this swiftly flows through you if you will but allow yourself the grace to say, I am as God created me. God, what would you have me do in this circumstance? Reach out to us, beloved, and ask for our guidance. How would we ask you to respond rather than to react? What would be the action that you could take that would allow you to have the highest soul elevation? Because you're either choosing to walk upstairs or you're choosing to walk down them, beloveds. And the choice is always yours. We wait patiently forever and ever in what is considered this time-space continuum for you to once again choose to be at peace. And the choice is yours. And when you decide to engage, when you decide to tangle with your tripwire, beloved, we may say to you, do not step in that direction. And as you turn back to say, what did you say? You trip and you fall. And we help you get up again and continue on in your journey, beloveds. But there will be a day when you allow yourself to see what you have created. You will allow yourself to see the obstacle course that you have created for yourself. The only obstacles, beloveds, are the ones that you have placed in the way. So allow yourself to be at peace with each circumstance and each situation and realize that you are indeed testing yourself. Do you remember to love? Do you allow your ears and your eyes and your lips and your hands and your entire beingness to be of service to God? Can you allow yourself the distance to say, none of this is real, lest I make it so through a choice to indulge in shadow rather than in light? Breathe, beloveds, breathe. Breathe as deeply as you possibly can. Let the very breath of life be what breathes you. The very breaths be what brings you back home to your peace, to your center, and to your truth. Blessings to you, beloveds. Know that we are indeed always with you, loving you and blessing you. And I shall speak with you again